Thrilled with the effort. Just sometimes they can slip away late, which is footy.
Paul,
Thrilled with the effort.
Yeah. Started a little bit slow, and they played how we knew they'd want to control the ball, but we adjusted and really worked back in the game straight. Yeah, the effort I can't question. Some execution, and we just spoke about our game situation. Probably in the part we've put probably a little bit more in to it, but we've been prioritising with a young group the fundamentals. So it's been a little bit costly at times. So there's times we've got it done, but even that last stoppage was just 6v6. We should have been able to generate a +1 or a 7th, and in that vernacular, and we didn't get that done, and it might be just not coughing the ball up in congestion. So some of those things out, or switched the ball when it was on. So, but the bigger picture was probably, well, the reality, we dominated entries in the last quarter, and Carlisle, who we had under control, in the end, his height and mobility, he took 4 marks off our entry, and I think they took 6 in the last quarter, but it might have been 4 of the first 6. So that was a bit of a frustration for us. That hadn't occurred all day, so, and then they were able to go forward and mount some pressure.
Ross, I suppose, what's the overriding emotion you're feeling? There's obviously a lot riding on that game. I'd imagine you'd be fairly gutted by the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know, we just here to assess it, aren't we? So, of course we're frustrated. We invest a lot. There was, obviously, I would think our finals opportunities closed, but, to come into state, really compete like we did, I think John sums it up really well. I can't really question the effort. We focused on improving our interstate preparation as a young group, and 10 or 11 of it would have done some things to enable them to hit the ground running. And we worked back into the game, So if you thought it'd be 10 entries to 4 at the start of last quarter, so there was a lot we did right. Yeah, of course I'm frustrated.
Touch on game situation. Is that, and the time spent on that, is that just during the week of training, you're just not spending as much time and prioritising other things, essentially?
Yeah. Some, obviously we fell away a bit. We had to restructure, trying to fix some of the fundamentals, which we feel we did, our pressure and our competition and our, moving the ball. So then that game set. But I think all clubs struggle for the time a bit. And look, it hasn't worried me not having the runner, to be honest, because challenge is your game day. But they're probably the examples where you could send one out and make sure it happens. But at the end of the day, it's our job to educate them. We run an incredibly lean program in the AFL, and there's probably some opportunity to take a little bit more time. But we did it a lot early in the year, and then we try and keep them as fresh as we can. So, look, I'll own that. It stops with the senior coach. That's fine.
You look back to the start. Can you get your head around how the difference between the way you played against Geelong last week and how you've gone against top teams, and yet sometimes against the teams around you on the ladder, you haven't had the same ability to start well or be intense for the whole 4 quarters?
Well, I think that's a little bit narrow. I don't think you can question our intensity and effort today. Even at the start, it was more we just didn't number off very well, and they were passing the ball around. So when the ball was free, we were competing. That was a non-issue. Really, we turned it out of overcoming out of half back. That was a real issue in the first quarter. So, yeah, I don't think you can... My view is, and it's only my view, that I don't think you could question any different intensity and effort last week till today. So probably today we didn't take as many opportunities, and with that smaller front half, last week we were probably able to bring it to ground because it was easier conditions, but that height, in the end, they marked it.
You mentioned, obviously, finals goes. Now, how do you look at the whole situation? You talked last week about how you built a bit, and we had middle patch of the year or fell away. Reflecting right now, knowing that you're not going to make it, what are your thoughts?
On what?
On the season and where you're at, knowing that you're not going to make finals now.
Yeah, I don't quite... Is that pertaining to today, or...?
Right now, you know you're not going to play finals, as you said.
Well, so, theoretically. Maybe is there a mathematical?
There's probably, if you win by 100 points or something like that.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with the hypothetical. Everyone else runs with them. Can I run with a hypothetical for once? Well, now we're going to deal in facts.
You don't deal in hypotheticals. I can
Who are you with? What paper?
Times.
Are you dealing in facts? What paper are you from?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell me?
No. I know you're from Western Australia.
I work for the West Australian.
Okay, we're dealing in facts.
Okay, no worries. Do you reflect it all right now?
You're blushing.
Do you reflect it all right now on the season?
Yeah, of course we reflect, but not much. Yeah, not much.
From a big picture point,
Yeah.
there's getting a lot of talk
Huh?
about Hayden Ballantyne now and next week. Do you haven't thought the farewell game has been an issue in AFL footy, talking about it this week with a lot of clubs? Do you have any thoughts on Hayden heading?
No, I haven't had one conversation with Hayden. We've been driving to the line. We'll continue to drive to the line. It's not something that I've had a conversation with, so I couldn't elaborate.
Are you open to the idea, though, of giving farewell games? I think Michael Johnson had one last year.
Yeah, we've done it in the past. It's not something I put my head to. We've just been driving to the line. Yeah, we feel today we feel there's been real growth. I think every team's got some availability issues, and there was an article today talking about someone's done a PhD study on it. So we would like to think if our midfield drives the ball in like that, and you got some. I thought Membry and Bruce were really good for them today. You know, if we could have Hogan, Taberner, Cox on the end of them, bringing it to ground, and an Alex Pearce and a Stephen Hill and a Luke Ryan running off half back, and I think they could add a few. So I think it's really exciting for us going forward. We feel there's been real growth in our system and our young players. So yeah, but I'll get to that. Honestly, I've been driving to the line, and I think everyone in this room could understand I'm squarely focused on improving it. And but at the right time, you turn your attention to anything that may come across your desk. But that hasn't come across my desk.
So was the opposition today, but Jack Stephen, who you coached, up towards the start of his career, just touch, I suppose, just on how pleasing it is to see him back out there and seemingly enjoying life.
Yeah, it's not something I've given thought to, but now you highlight it. I think he kicked the clutch goal. So we always want to see everyone succeed in the AFL. It's incredibly tough business. There's enough people knocking you down, and there's some challenges, and it's great to see. I don't know the depth of any challenge, but I think at every club there's people that you'd like to see play their best footy for the sake of the game and their club, and certainly he did that today. And Dan Hanbury, he's a very special player, and I walked down at three-quarter time and I could hear his leadership, to his group. So, but I'm really here to talk about Fremantle. But, yeah, I think it's pleasing that you acknowledge a club champion returns for his club. I think that's important. Thank you.